we learn from our mistakes and we move on. We don't settle for less, and that's just, to me, what a certified hot chick is. Like, I'm at a point where I know exactly who I am, what I want to put out there. I'm confident with myself, and that's why I called it certified hot chick, because most women are, strong, classy, sexy women out here to do their thing. And I'm just putting it out there to say, hey, this is what we is right here, honey. Right? Yeah. This is certified hot chick. Definitely pop this in, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really where I got it from. I just wanted to put something out there that a woman could say, certified. That's me. That's me right there.
Okay. What advice would you give to another artist that's trying to come up and get some of the same recognition that you've gotten?
I would tell them, it's hard, and there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to feel like you just want to give up. And what you got to do is you just got to stay strong. You got to stay focused. You got to get good people around you. Like, there's no successful loners. Like, I don't really know too many people who are extremely successful all by their damn self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you got to get a good team of people behind you who believe in you, and, you got to be willing to, to just turn your head at certain things and bite your tongue at certain times when you feel as though, let me see, there's a way to explain it. Okay. When people tell you you can't do something, you always got to constantly prove them wrong. And if it's an artist coming up trying to be in hip-hop as a female, that's something that you're going to have to deal with a lot. And never, what's that word I'm looking for? Compromise yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always be an individual. Don't get pushed into doing some shit that you know you don't want to do, or that's way outside your character.
Yeah.
Because it comes back to bite you later on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, with me, with my music, I do what I feel and what I'm comfortable with, and that's just it. And I learned from experience. Early on, maybe somebody saying, well, maybe you should do this or do that. And you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll try this, but at the end of the day, you know what? That wasn't even worth it. Let me just keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just be an individual, be strong, be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to do and be nobody else.
Okay. So when is your next show?
Where am I finna be? I got a show in Jackson, Mississippi, and I got something in Orlando. I'm finishing up the final stuff on the show I'm doing in Seattle. I haven't been out there, so I'm excited to go out there. They say they be honk on some Rasheeda, so I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of things coming up. I got some European stuff that we finalized, and I just got off the phone with them like 2 days ago, in like Belgium and like some other like whatever countries or cities or whatever out there. And I'm just moving forward. It's about to be holiday time, so I turn the knob down and start getting in the holiday spirit, and definitely spending time with my son and stuff like that. And then once after the New Year, then it really start getting back crazy again. Okay,
that sounds good. So, I support a campaign called Arresting HPV, which spreads awareness about the hepatitis B virus. So, is there any cause that you feel really, really strongly about?
One thing I started, and I was on the internet the other day about breast cancer. I was I was looking up a bunch of stuff about that because I've been noticing a lot of cases starting to come at a younger age now.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've been thinking about getting into, besides like the HIV and stuff like that. But I was just the other day thinking about coming up with something, with the young ladies out here, because I think, excuse me, I'm sorry. I think that a lot of us not really having, somebody who we could talk to about certain things, and just putting some type of group together where girls can, kind of come and just, bond together. Because I be feeling like, because I be around teenagers, because sometimes I coach like basketball and stuff like that, and sometimes it's just, like a lot of jealousy and envy between young ladies now for no reason, it seems like.
There is.
You know, and I just be looking like it ain't even that serious, and then once they get to know each other, then they become like real good friends.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, you know, if y'all had some place where y'all could, you know, kind of kick it and get to know each other and not be so influenced by other people who influence you to think this way about another person, then things would probably be a lot better. So that was something I was thinking about. I hadn't put nothing together yet, but it was just something I was thinking about. Like, man, I need to come up with some type of, you know, me and my homegirl foundation. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, becoming, you know, something. I hadn't even put it together, but I just been thinking about that.
Yeah, that's a real good one, because there's a lot of animosity, I'll say, amongst
it is
young
for no
women.
reason. You know, it'd be like, well, because you said, and it's like nobody even say all that. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Or like
y'all need to.
the one I really like when people say, "Well, she looked at me wrong."
Exactly. Well, if you don't know her, what's her looking at you right then? If y'all don't even know each other,
Yeah.
but how you know? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's real crazy.
It really is, but yeah. Something like that. I was thinking about it. I'm going to try to do something, put something together. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, though.
It's definitely needed, though. My last question is, where were you when you heard that Obama won the election?
Girl, honey, I was locked in front of the TV. How about I get up early in the morning because I had to get my son on the bus. But I had CNN on, and I made sure that I didn't want to do anything that day. I said, I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to watch, and I'm just going, if anything consists of going somewhere where I'm not going to be in front of the TV, I ain't doing it. So I sat there all day and watched, and and the funny part was, it was like my family was here, my mom and everybody was over here, and, you know, we was watching and stuff, and you know, Obama was losing. I think it was like on electoral votes, it was like 3-8. You know, McCain had 8, and I was like, okay, we got 270 to go, so I ain't even finna be mad right now. We finna get this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the different states started coming in with, like, their numbers and stuff, and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I'm about to get mad, because why is McCain whooping butt like this?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I said, but I ain't gonna trip, because it's early, so let's keep it moving. So we kept it moving, and the numbers start coming, and when they pulled the projection up, they was like, Obama, you know, the projection for Obama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everybody was cheering. I was like, okay, did he win, or y'all just saying this is the projection? Did he win or what? So about 7 minutes into the projection, I was like, did we just win? Wait a minute, hold up. Girl, I ran and got the Ciroc.
Yeah.
Honey, we had to toast that thing. I'm talking about, I was so excited, girl. I was just up. And then the funny part was I was thinking it was going to be a long night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm up. I got my Red Bulls on deck. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to stay up. I don't want to wake up tomorrow and it be like, yes, he won, or yes, this happened, and then I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? At that moment. But I was so happy. I was like, history been made. My son had fell asleep. I went and woke him up. I said, Obama won. He was like, did he win in Georgia? He lost in Georgia, didn't he? And I was like, yeah, he lost in Georgia, baby, but that don't matter.
Yeah.
We got this thing. You know what I'm saying? So I was so excited. The next day, girl, I had my Obama T-shirt on. I was all over the place. It was tight.
Yeah,
where was you at?
I was a lot of places. I was at school first. We started watching it in our student center. Then I went back to my apartment, and we was watching it there. Then we went to Apache Cafe, actually, because some of my friends was performing there that night. And we was sitting in there, and then all of a sudden, everyone just seemed like at the same time, it just turned to the screen, and Obama won, and everybody was like, glasses up, Obama's on deck. And it was just like the most beautiful thing like you ever want to see. Like, people got phone calls from everybody that night. It was great.
Man, my MySpace page was off the chain, and my phone was ringing off the chain, and I was like, oh my goodness. And so many people was calling like, let's do this, let's do that. I was like, man, all that's cool, but just in case they try to pull something, and I just so happen to be out, and it don't go the way it need to go, I ain't trying to be out. I'm finna be at home.
Yeah.
Because it's going down. If Obama don't win.
Yeah, that's what my roommate kept saying. It was like, come on, we wanted to go with us to the Apache. She was like, come on, go, let's go. She's like, no, because Obama's finna win, and I don't want to be outside when they start blowing and stuff.
I'm trying to tell you, but oh man, I was just like, I was just feeling so proud.
Yeah, it was.